Hi guys, hope you're well. So I've been out and about on the campaign trail. This time I bumped into John Mappin and his lovely wife who were following Nigel Farage down in Clacton, and I spoke to him about his views about reform. And if you don't know who John Mappin is, he's the hotel owner of Camelot Castle down in Cornwall, who recently turned down a £1 million offer from the government to house migrants. So tell us who you are.
My name's John Mappin.
Yes, and we can see you on TikTok, can't we?
TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
And I believe that you've come all the way from Cornwall.
Come all the way from Cornwall because, as I said to Nigel, it's not how far you come, it's who you're coming for.
Exactly. So you're going to vote reform. Tell us why.
Because we've been betrayed. We've been utterly and totally betrayed by treasonous politicians on both sides. And particularly, actually, the Labour government, who have provided zero opposition to the existing lunatics that are in power. And we've been witnessing insanity for at least 15 years in this country, and I'm sick of it, and I'm actually quite angry about it.
Well, what's the most important issue for you?
Well, I just think we've got to have a sane leader. You know, we've had all sorts of characters in there. One fellow we had couldn't even buy himself a hairbrush before he got into the office. You know, how can you entrust a country to people that are that irresponsible with the various different things that have been going on? They locked us down, then they've involved us in a war with our money, and I'm sorry, I don't want my money being spent on killing people overseas. I'm not for that.
So what do you think the chances are that they'll pick up some seats?
Well, I've just been door knocking in Clacton-on-Sea today, and what was very interesting, and I don't think the polls have picked this up, you'd knock on the door and you'd speak to somebody and they would say, oh yes, I'm definitely with you, in a rather conspiratorial way.
Yes.
And then you say, well, would you like a poster? Oh no, I don't want a poster. Because they've been so, I think English people have been so battered down upon for their beliefs and bullied by the far left.
Yes.
And you know, people talk about this far right thing. I'm not far right, I'm just common sense.
Absolutely.
I think it's totally common sense to be able to feel safe.
Yes.
You know, I grew up in London, now I live in Cornwall, but I grew up in London and I walked yesterday where I grew up,
yes,
in Knightsbridge. It does not feel safe.
No, it's totally different.
It does not feel safe.
Totally.
You can't, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
It doesn't feel safe. So I just want to feel safe. I want my family to feel safe.
Yes.
I am not in the slightest bit unwelcoming to any legal migration.
Yes.
This is fantastic. But we don't have legal migration. We've got a bloody free-for-all
Yes.
going on, and I'm sick of it.
Absolutely. And you're here with your wife.
Yes,
and
Irina.
You're going to vote reform as well?
Definitely, yes. And I'm an immigrant myself, and I think it's, you know, I completely support what my husband said. And I think Nigel is a very sensible choice.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you have a good time when you're here, and best of luck. And you can be watched on TikTok, so we look forward to watching you soon.
Well, thank you so much. And if you come to Cornwall,
Yes.
we love our country there too. And I think the reform's going to do very, very well in Cornwall.
Fantastic. Thanks very much.